The Philadelphia experiment is one of the most intriguing and controversial stories to ever emerge from the annals of conspiracy theories. Despite denials from the U.S. government, rumors persist that the experiment involved time travel, teleportation, invisibility, and advanced force fields. While skeptics dismiss the story as a hoax, others believe there may be some truth behind this eerie episode. What was the Philadelphia experiment? The Philadelphia experiment allegedly took place during World War II. According to the story, the U.S. Navy was attempting to create technology to render their ships invisible to enemy radar and undetectable by underwater magnetic mines. The experiment was conducted on the USS Eldridge, a Navy destroyer in the Philadelphia Naval Shipyard in 1943. The goal was to use powerful electromagnetic fields to bend light around the ship, effectively making it invisible. However, things supposedly went much further than anyone had anticipated. During one test, the USS Eldridge reportedly vanished entirely from Philadelphia, only to reappear moments later in Norfolk, Virginia, 250 miles away. Not only did the ship teleport across great distances, but it also seemed to travel through time, arriving in Norfolk 10 minutes earlier than when it disappeared in Philadelphia. A technological marvel or a dangerous mistake? The technology used in the Philadelphia experiment is said to have been based on the work of none other than Albert Einstein, specifically his unified field theory. This theory sought to merge the forces of electromagnetism and gravity into a single, unified force. Some reports suggest that Einstein and his team collaborated with other prominent scientists of the time, including Nikola Tesla and John von Neumann, to explore the practical applications of this theory in military technology. Tesla, in particular, is rumored to have issued a warning to von Neumann about the potential dangers of the experiment. He feared that the electromagnetic coils designed to cloak the ship could have disastrous effects on the human body and mind. Nevertheless, the Navy pressed on with the testing, and the results were both awe-inspiring and terrifying. During one test, eyewitnesses claimed to see the USS Eldridge become enveloped in a thick, green fog before it completely disappeared from sight. When the ship reappeared in Norfolk, the consequences were nightmarish. A horrific outcome, the effects on the crew. If the Philadelphia experiment did occur, the toll it took on the crew was devastating. Accounts from alleged witnesses described the crew members of the USS Eldridge suffering from severe physical and psychological trauma upon the ship's return. Some were reported to have experienced extreme disorientation, dizziness, and confusion. But the most horrifying detail was a claim that some crew members had become physically fused with the ship's metal structure. These men were supposedly found embedded in the steel, their bodies grotesquely intertwined with the ship, dead or dying in unimaginable pain. Those who survived reportedly experienced long-term psychological effects, with some going insane from the ordeal. The intensity of their trauma lends credence to the idea that they may have traveled through both time and space, an experience that no human mind or body was equipped to handle. The Montauk Project connection. The strange tale of the Philadelphia experiment doesn't end there. Some researchers believe that the experiment served as a foundation for another secretive government project, the Montauk Project. This clandestine operation, said to have taken place at Camp Hero in Montauk, New York, during the 1970s, allegedly aimed to develop advanced psychological warfare techniques. The Montauk Project is often described as an extension of the Philadelphia experiment, involving even more bizarre experimentation with time travel, mind control, and teleportation. A central device in these experiments was the so-called Montauk chair, which was said to unlock psychic abilities and enable participants to manifest objects out of thin air or travel through time. The most famous whistleblower associated with the Montauk Project is Preston Nichols, who claimed to have recovered suppressed memories of his involvement in the experiments. He detailed his experiences in a series of books, beginning with the Montauk Project, Experiments in Time, published in 1992. Nichols' accounts have been dismissed by many as science fiction, but to this day, he maintains that his books were based on actual events, disappearances, parallel dimensions, and alternate realities. One of the most unsettling aspects of the Philadelphia experiment is the fate of the missing crew members. While some were found fused to the ship, others reportedly vanished without a trace. This has led to speculation that they may have been transported to parallel dimensions or alternate realities. Could the USS Eldridge have slipped into a different plane of existence, where the laws of time and space operate differently? Some believe that the crew members may have been trapped in a liminal state between dimensions, existing in our world but unable to interact with it, like ghosts. Others suggest that the sailors were transported to the distant past or future, doomed to be stranded in time. Another theory posits that the government used the experiment as a way to conduct further secret testing on the crew. Some believe that the missing sailors were taken to a hidden military base and used in subsequent experiments involving advanced technologies. Whether they were flung across time or simply disappeared into a government facility, the mystery of the missing crew members remains one of the most chilling aspects of the story. Morris K. Jessup and Carlos Allende, the men who brought the story to light. The Philadelphia experiment might have remained an obscure rumor if not for the efforts of two men, Morris K. Jessup and Carlos Allende, also known as Carl Allen. Jessup was an astronomer and author, best known for his book The Case for the UFO, which explored the possibility of extraterrestrial life and advanced alien technology. It was this book that caught the attention of Carlos Allende, who claimed to have witnessed the Philadelphia experiment firsthand. Allende wrote to Jessup in 1956, detailing the events of the experiment and how the Navy had used Einstein's unified field theory to make the USS Eldridge disappear. Jessup was initially intrigued and corresponded with Allende, asking for more details. However, as the letters continued, the stories grew increasingly outlandish, with Allende describing crew members who walked through walls and others who spontaneously burst into flames. Eventually, Jessup stopped replying, dismissing Allende as a delusional conspiracy theorist. But the story didn't end there. A year later, Jessup was contacted by two officers from the Office of Naval Research, ONR, who had received a copy of the case for the UFO with strange annotations in the margins. The notes, purportedly written by three different people, though later believed to be the work of Allende alone, described the Philadelphia experiment in great detail, even suggesting that alien technology was involved. Alien technology, the X factor? Could extraterrestrial technology have played a role in the Philadelphia experiment? Some theorists believe so. According to these accounts, the advanced electromagnetism and teleportation technologies used in the experiment were far beyond what humans were capable of creating at the time. It's speculated that the Navy may have reverse-engineered alien technology recovered from a crashed UFO, or perhaps even collaborated directly with extraterrestrial beings. Proponents of this theory argue that only an alien race could have provided the knowledge and tools necessary to bend the fabric of time and space. Furthermore, they suggest that the U.S. government continues to work with these beings in secret, using their technology to conduct experiments that defy the limits of human understanding. The government cover-up. While the U.S. Navy has consistently denied that the Philadelphia experiment ever took place, the involvement of the Office of Naval Research in the Jessup case has fueled speculation that the government is hiding the truth. Why would the ONR be interested in a book about UFOs? And why did they care so much about Allende's claims if they were nothing more than fiction? The secrecy surrounding the experiment, coupled with the Navy's repeated denials, has led many to believe that the government is actively covering up the truth about what happened on that fateful day in 1943. Whether the experiment involved time travel, alien technology, or something else entirely, the Philadelphia experiment remains one of the most enduring and unsettling mysteries of the modern era. Conclusion: fact or fiction? To this day, the Philadelphia experiment is shrouded in mystery. Was it a top-secret military experiment gone wrong, a cover-up of unimaginable proportions, or simply a hoax perpetuated by overactive imaginations? While we may never know the full truth, the story continues to capture the public's imagination, serving as a reminder of the strange and unexplained events that sometimes lurk just beneath the surface of history.